Hello everyone, my name is Rahman and I'm going to present my final year project FYP1 which is about E-Memo System. Uh, my project it contains 6 chapters and SRS software requirement specification, SDD software document design, and then STD, which is software testing documentation. We start with the chapter one. In this chapter, I have this chapter is about the understanding the purpose and the scope of my project. I also describe the problems with the current communication method at Taiwan International University. Like for example, the inefficiency or the lack of centralization. This chapter also highlights the goals of the E-Memo system, like improving memo management and reducing the reliance on the paper-based process. So it's a replacement for the paper-based process. This chapter explains why the system is necessary and how it's aligned with the university vision for digital transformation. Also, in the chapter two, uh, I have provided a research background, for example, analyzing the existing system like traditional memo distribution, like the previous system that in the world that already exists, email chains, and dedicated platform, for example. I also explored the relevant technologies, for example, HTML, CSS, PHP, or MySQL. This is like we already talked about the case studies, and we have some kind of like, for example, proposed emo system, which are like the foundation for the project development, ensuring that it's based on proven concept. After that, we have a chapter three. Chapter three is about focus on how the project is structured. For example, explaining why I chose the agile methodology, not the other methodology, for its flexibility and interactive approach. Each phase from requirement gathering to deployment is detailed here, ensuring step-by-step understanding of how a system can work, and highlight how the regular feedback and testing are integrated in this process to address issue we are going to face in the phase of developing. After that, we have a chapter 4, which is about the requirements and design. This chapter explains both functional and non-functional requirements. For example, user authentication, for maybe role-based access and system scalability. I also detailed the design aspects. For example, I have all included a tier architecture for separating the presentation, application, and database layers. For example, I explained that we have 3 layers to maintain to approach the performance and maintainability of the system. In the chapter 5, we have it's about testing and implementation. Covers this chapter is about covers the actual development and validation of the system. It's like a discussion of how the functionalities like creating memo or tracking memo, how it works. It's about testing the whole system. In chapter 6, we have chapter 6, which is about the for example, the wraps of like the conclusion of the project of my system, and explaining how the evaluation of the system meets its objective, emphasizing improvement and communication. Also, I have under highlighted the system's importance in modernizing the university communication process and ensuring long-term sustainability. This is all about the whole idea of the system, and here are some references I have added. After that, we are going to work on to explain the SRS, software requirement specification. This SRS, software requirement specification, it's like a foundation of my project because it defined what the system is supposed to do. This project starts by explaining the purpose of the E-Memo system, which is how it's improve the management and improve the communication at Kaiwan University. So this like in this project, in this SRS, we focus on the like for example the functionality, like for example memo creation, tracking, acknowledgement, notification. I also discuss the functional requirement of the system and non-functional requirement like security, scalability, and performance. This document ensures that every stakeholders knows exactly what the system will achieve. For example, of my stakeholders, the staffs, the students, the dean, and the heads of the faculty of the Qatar International University. If anyone read, can understand what the system is about, what the system will achieve. Then if let's see, for example, the system, what the system should do and what system should not to do. I have also explained this part, and let's see what else do we have. For example, here we describe the stakeholders, for example the users, for example it's administrators, staffs, faculty, students, and for example the non-functional we have constraint. This is about the this diagram is a domain model of the E-Memo system. We have some class, for example knowledge, memo creation, and users. This is a state machine of the system. For example, we have a draft version of each document of each memo. Then we have it's like a filter. So to achieve this memo, we have to go through this process. Then we have like a general, like the name of the model subsystem, the system sequence diagram. For example, we have a sequence diagram here. We have also some kind of here's like it's important, for example the other requirements, for example yeah, that's it, the maintainability and the adaptability, flexibility is important, also the general requirements that every system must have. After that we have a software design document, SDD. Like this part of the project focus on the validation, like the system, and making sure it works as it's supposed to do. For example, start with the introduction, which is important. This part is start introduction, explaining the scope and the purpose of the document. In this test cases, which I designed it using techniques like, for example, analyzing the values of the importance of the system. For instance, one test case for the memo creation feature verified that the system correctly handles the valid and invalid inputs. Like empty titles cannot create a memo with empty title, so it's invalid. The document also include a traceability matrix. So I think in the traceability matrix, before traceability matrix, we have a use case diagram. For example, what the student can do, what the faculty can do, what the administrator can do, like the staffs. We also have, for example, a package diagram for the whole system. We have a database, we have search, archive of the memo, notification systems. These are the systems, subsystem for the memo, so for the system. And also we have a class diagram also with the attributes and methods. This can be modified later while in the development process. We have a data dictionary. For example, all the data that are related to, for example, notification, or the data related to memo, we all have explained here. Then we have a home screen, like the image, the prototype. I have already created a prototype in Figma. Uh, for example, uh, this is a home screen, and this is a create memo screen, the prototype of the dashboard to create memo. And here's a acknowledgement screen. After we have a requirement matrix, which like it's a map to the test cases to their respective requirement, ensuring that every functionality is tested. This is the end of the like presentation. So like these three documents, SRS, SDD, and STD, like it's all related together. The SRS defines what the system must do, and the SDD like somehow explain how to build it, how to design and documentation, and the STD ensure that the system works as is expected, is supposed to do. Together, all these like three parts, SRS, SDD, and STD, together they form a like a structure of the E-Memo system development process, design, and the requirements, ensuring the clarity and the organization and quality of the system. Thank you very much.